Oh, Nick.
Sorry, I'm getting phone call, you guys. I'm so sorry. I know it's a little bit rude. I gotta take this. Hang on. Yo, Marlo.
Oh!
Marlo.
TV.
What's up, man? Marlo.
What's happening, bro?
TV.
Here we
How
go.
y'all doing?
Not too bad. Man. How are you?
I'm all right, bro.
All right, Marlo. We are blessed to have you on the first episode of ELF Live 2025.
Yes,
After coming off that championship win, Marlo TV, you had some great interviews last year. Tell me, man, what are you up to these days after being an ELF champion?
man, I just signed to the Calgary Stampeders in the CFL, so that's pretty new. So I'm excited for that.
That is incredible, bro. How excited are you for this?
For the interview or for the season to start?
Both.
Okay, I'm equally as excited, but no, good opportunity. I think kind of transitioning from that championship, being able to go back to Canada, it's exciting. You know, new opportunity, new continent. So
There we go, man. Hey, we're excited for you. That's what happens when you win the ELF championships.
that's what happens, right? You win a championship, you get to go to Canada, right?
That's right. That's right. As they say. We are sad that you're not going to be with us this year on the football field in Europe.
Right?
We're proud of you, man. I know it sucks a little bit, but what are your thoughts, man? This season of the ELF is shaping up to be really interesting. Who do you like this year?
That's a crazy question for you to do like that, man.
I know, man. Right off the bat.
I'm gonna have to say I like what gotta like what Ryan Fire doing. That's a given. I think I'm a little biased. My personal experience last year, I think it was kind of, it was what last year was, but who else kind of? They got the quarterback in Paris. I think he a guy that people are excited to kind of see join the league. So you got JC and Glenn up there in Nordic, so that's kind of a different situation as well. There's a lot of people out there. It look fun. Who you like?
I'll let you go on first, that one.
No, Matt. Hey. Go ahead, brother. Tell me who you like.
All right, let me pick one just off the bat. I like Paris. I think they got stacked homegrowns. I think obviously we talked about Jaden a second ago. He's a phenomenal player. I think their second season coming in, they've done nothing but improve, and I think they're going to be serious contenders.
All right, and Coach Jack Del Rio as well. I mean, that's bringing a lot of experience.
Jack Del Rio. Europe, that's crazy.
What do you think of that, Marlo?
That's a good move for the league. I think that's another opportunity for growth, and he got a plethora of knowledge, so I think that's good for the league.
There we go. We like that. Marlo, what are your thoughts, though, on a lot of guys from the Rhine Fire kind of dispersing throughout the rest of the league? I mean, this is kind of what happens with championship teams. It's hard to keep them together because guys go off on their own way. What are your thoughts on all that?
I mean, we've seen it happen with the Eagles too, right? So it's hard to kind of keep guys that go out and, let alone back-to-back championships. So to keep the roster the same would be impossible. That's just not how football works. So glad to kind of see guys go around the league and, make their splash in different places. But ultimately, it's hard to keep a team like that together.
Well, one of your teammates that you play with, I believe that you've got him on the horn here. One of your
let's have him hop in. Let's see what you want to hot leg.
Who do you got with us?
I got Glenn. Glenn gonna pop up. He gonna come kick it with us one time.
Glenn,
We'll wait for him to come in.
Come on in here, Glenn. Maxie.
He's somewhere. He's in somewhere.
He's coming. Come on, get him in there. Oh yeah, there's slight technical difficulties. Wouldn't be ELF Live.
Difficulty one time.
We promise you, Glenn is here. He's coming.
He's around.
He's stuck backstage.
This is courtesy for MVP. He got a late intro.
He's stuck in the void.
True.
Hey, Wi-Fi, you know how it is.
When you're the MVP of the league, you can show up fashionably late.
Season 5, we don't got an MVP yet. He was the MVP last season.
Yeah, there's no MVP for this season. He was the MVP of last season. Here he is.
Yay!
He what's happening?
To the show.
What's up, guys?
How you doing, Glenn?
I'm good, man. I thought it was me. I was like, damn, is my Wi-Fi messing up?
Oh, that was totally Maxie's fault. We'll blame it on Maxie.
Yeah, that's Maxie. Come on, Maxie.
Yeah,
Come on, Maxie. Glenn, where are you right now?
I'm at one of the facilities that we go to the gym at. and like we do a bit of field sessions here. So I'm just at half near Hala, if I said that right.
Okay, there we go.
That boy out there learning that new language.
I'm not learning no Danish. I refuse to learn Danish. No way. No way.
There we go. Okay, nice, Maxi. There we go. Good. We got the stars big. There we go. We got the boys. Hey, Glenn. First things first. I'm going to ask you the same thing that I asked Marlo. What are your thoughts on it's so hard to keep a team together, a championship team? We saw so many of the high level, the big names from you guys, from players and coaches, dispersed throughout the ELF. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's only best for the league, right? I think it would get boring if Ryan Fire stayed, everyone together, Coach Shoop stayed there, Coach Andrew stayed there, me and Jade stayed there. It'd be quite boring. But I think this way it allows for talent to be dispersed around the league, and I guess the league becomes a lot less predictable, right? Because now Madrid just automatically became a really good contender with Coach Andrews going there, and Nordic have me, Coach Shoop, and Jay here, and
Coach
Andrews
and
other guys move
Madrid.
around. So I think it just makes the league less predictable and it's more exciting rather than only having two teams possibly winning. Now we have, like you said, about 6 to 8 teams that could possibly win. So I think movement in the league is only a good thing.
Absolutely. I've got to make sure this comment goes seen. We got Mike saying, "Who's this hairless man?" You've got the long hair this season. You've got There we go. It's a new look, Glenn. What we seeing? New look style in the running game. What we thinking? A bit more hurdles this season, more less stiff arms, more spin moves. What are you saying?
You know what? Just more versatility, right? Like the aim for me.
It might be a little faster.
A lot more. You might see me return a kick or return a punt. I don't know. We'll see. Just a bit more versatility.
He's about 3 kilos lighter when he cut off the dreads.
I'm basically a receiver now, so who knows, man? Who knows?
Oh my gosh, you running full speed in a kick return as a former defensive player. I'm not tackling. I'm just going to move out of the way, man. I'm getting blocked, but I'm not turning much to get off of that.
That's crazy. You turning down phase, man. You got to run. You got to run through Glenn.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Hey, Glenn, tell me then we just touched on it, okay? There's a lot of teams that can seriously be in the conversation this year. Who do you got your eye on? Obviously, besides the Nordic Storm, you guys are putting together some nice stuff up there. You got some superstars. I think you guys are going to be just fine.
Yeah.
But what other teams around the league do you got your eye on? Like, damn, they might be kind of good.
You know what? I'm interested to see how Paris do, man. I think they've obviously made some big offseason signings. We mentioned Coach Jack. We mentioned a new quarterback in town. But then you look at their schedule and it's like, okay, like what's going to happen there? So I'm quite interested to see how they do in those first 3 games. Also, obviously interested to see how Ryan do. Loved my time at Ryan. Still got so much love for those guys. So I'm super interested to see how those guys get along. Again, have a tough schedule, having Paris and then Vienna. That should be interesting to see. But I'm also interested to see how teams like Prague do. I feel like Prague is a team that has secretly, signed a lot of playmakers in the league. So I feel like we'll see them win a lot more games, but a lot more competitive. Another team I think is Raiders. I like the idea of Raiders. I think they've made some great signings at the O-line. So that will be, I think, a lot really exciting to see. Obviously, Madrid with Coach Andrews being there, that'll be fun to see how they do and what he does with them going over there. I think almost every team I'm excited to see how they do. But obviously, like you said, I'm a bit biased with Nordic and excited to see how we get along throughout the season.
There we go. Fair enough. And I'm with you on all of those. Hey, anybody in the chat, if you have any questions for Glenn and Marlo, put them in the chat. We just got them for a couple more minutes here. Matt, you want to ask something?
Absolutely. You're leaving, Ryan. Of course, you're at Nordic. Serge looking like going to be the main running back there as of this moment. What do you think of Serge's game? Because you know how much of a fan I am of him, but he kind of goes under the radar as far as Germans go.
Yeah, I think obviously one thing when you're not a star running back, right? Well, when you're not a starting running back, you kind of get overlooked. But I think Sergey is more than capable of it. I've only seen him get better every year.
No doubt.
I think he's definitely a route runner from the backfield too. He's got like a low center of gravity, so it may not look like he's a tough runner, but we definitely got a chance to see glimpses of him running guys over and the tough running. So it's definitely good to see that Ryan Fire, or I hope, will give him the stage of being that star running back, because I think he's definitely earned it. He's definitely been patient. He's gotten better every year, and I think he's the guy. I think it would be disappointing to see them bring in someone else. So I hope they give him that spotlight, and I hope they hand him the keys and allow him to do what I think he's been doing this whole time, but as the main guy. So yeah, I'm excited to see how Sergey does. Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah, me too. It'll be great.
Glenn, I asked Jadrian this, and I would have asked you this if our previous interview didn't get canceled due to my illness. So I'm going to ask you right now. Okay, I love to ask players this question. You had all the success in the world that you can have in the ELF. Okay, and now you're fresh in a new city and a new team. What does success look like for Glenn Toonga this year? What has to happen?
I've definitely thought about that, and I thought, last year, after last year, what more can we do, right? Got MVP, won the championship. Like, on paper, there isn't much more to do. But I think the main thing for me this year in preparation for this season has been just making sure that I can be a leader for the guys. The beauty of being on a new team is that, we're literally starting from scratch. So there's no culture. No one has an idea of what the team is going to look like. And so I guess my job coming in here is to make sure that, as someone who's won and who's had a good career so far, is to make sure that the guys have an understanding of what it's going to be like and do my best to prepare those guys for what it's going to be like. So for me, it's just about, being able to help the team as much as I can. Obviously, on the field, I want to perform, and, I'd love to get MVP again. I'd love to win again. But I guess when you look at the non-statistical stuff, it's about, making sure the guys are ready and making sure the guys are excited and make sure the guys are prepared for, what it takes to contend and be competitive. So as long as I'm doing that, I feel like I've had a successful year. So we'll see.
You're getting me fired. You're getting me fired up, Glenn. Okay?
This is only the first interview. He giving your player answers.
Let me say a question to Marlo's way real quick. Obviously, you're departing the ELF for Canada, which means there's got to be a new best safety in the league. Who are you thinking is going to be that one? And you've got to pick another one for 2 all-star selections for those 2 safety positions. I'm calling you out for this one.
Ooh.
Who in the ELF, as far as safeties, do I feel like? Well, you got to give Amari. I think Amari definitely is somebody that, he grandfathered in the league. I think I seen something on social media where they was talking about a potential Hall of Fame for ELF. I think he definitely got a crack at it as far as having a resume. Me being able to be his teammate last year, I know the level of intensity that he brings to the game and to the team. So definitely got to lock that all-star spot in for who else in the league? I like who y'all just get, Glenn? Who y'all got?
I don't want to intervene, I don't want to jump into Marlo TV.
No, who you got?
My boy Chad, bro. Chad's gonna go crazy.
I like Chad.
Chad's gonna. Chad Warren. I think every year Chad's gotten better and better, and I think last year we saw in a glimpse of what he can do. And so Chad is just watch out for Chad. That's what I'm saying.
Chad is an absolute
the guy.
Baller.
I think he made a play in the Stuttgart game, right?
Right. Pick 6.
Yeah, big play in the game. So
I think when it comes to safeties in terms of versatility, he can cover, he can return kicks, he can play in the box. So my money's on Chad.
What about the kid from Madrid? What's his name? Or number is it number 6 or number 3?
I know he's in Nordic. That's Glenna.
Luke Glenna.
Oh yeah,
Luke Glenna. Nordic now.
Yeah, I like his game too. He can move around.
Oh,
and then you got
safety. That backfoot's looking crazy, huh?
Nordic Storm is adding talent from all over the place. But I'm with you right there. I'm with you. Chad, this dude deserves a shout out because he's absolutely balling last year. There we go. Hey, Marlo, Sean Franklin, and Glenn Toonga, 2 of our elite superstars in the ELF, champions. These dudes are doing great things. Marlo in Canada, Glenn in Copenhagen. Guys, thank you so much for coming on.
Doubt.
Episode 1 of ELF Live this year, and we're certain to have you guys back again.